The wives of Arab sheikhs live in luxury. Husbands give them a huge amount of money, but this life is only at first glance so carefree. Behind a rich life lies many secrets and shed tears. The ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, divorced his first wife, Sheikh Randa, over 40 years ago. But the woman still suffers from heartache and sense of grievance. Why did the ruler of Dubai treat her so cruelly? What did he do? And why has Sheikh Randa been crying for over 40 years? Keep watching to find out. This is Wow Channel. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Let's begin! Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the ruler of Dubai and chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai. He is a billionaire and one of the most powerful people in the Arab world. He is known as cruel and a ruthless man. He decides the fate of ordinary people and makes transactions worth billions of dollars. But many years ago, he was an ordinary young guy who loved beautiful women and traveled the world. His life was predetermined from birth. Mohammed is the third son of Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, former vice president of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. Everyone knew that one day he would take a big position in Dubai. But his early life was not grand. Mohammed grew up in a house without any electricity during his early years, and the family sometimes had to sleep together in one room with a fan. 100 people or more lived in his house, including guards and slaves. Mohammed began his studies in the Arab Emirates. He also attended the Bell Educational Trust's English language school in the United Kingdom and traveled to Italy to train as a pilot. Sheikh Mohammed found his first wife when he was 23 years old, and she was just 16. They met at a party in the Lebanese capital, Beirut, in 1972. Randa was a daughter of the Lebanese politician. Young, naive girl had no idea who he was. She danced at the party when a man came to her to tell her that the son of the ruler of Dubai wanted to talk to her. Randa was not affected by the offer. She had not heard of Dubai, and she felt that the prince's name was too long to be remembered, and her answer was, "If he wants to talk to me, he can come to me." The prince really came, and a brief conversation took place between them. And after 2 days, he was in her parents' house with a large entourage and asked her hand for marriage. They later married and started an extraordinary life. Randa said that her life with Sheikh Mohammed was filled with private planes, champagne, and parties at London's Trump nightclub. She didn't know then what would happen next. For the first few years of their marriage, the couple lived in London. This was spectacular. They often had fun and spent money lavishly, but everything changed when they moved to the United Arab Emirates. The Beirut girl didn't like the lack of amenities, nor the Bedouin culture that her husband was so attached to. She says he wrote her poems, but she didn't understand any of them. Furthermore, her husband's family insisted on changing her name, which they considered very European, to Haifa. A cheerful guy turned into a conservative, strict man. He was embarrassed by the behavior of a young girl. Randa was told to be a quiet, obedient wife. Despite that, they still were lovers. When Randa was 18 years old, she gave birth to her daughter named Manal. But shortly after that, everything fell. Randa learned of an order that the sheikh did during her pregnancy. He denied that this was true, but Randa asked for a divorce. Woman had to return to Beirut alone because sheikh forbade her to take her 5-month-old daughter. Then I lost my family. I didn't want to talk to any of them. I lost it. I lost my home. I lost my daughter. I lost my dignity and my pride. I lost everything. I paid the price of love, said Randa. Soon Rwanda faced new difficulties. In 1982, Lebanon War began. Israeli troops went to Beirut. At a checkpoint in the city, Rwanda was kidnapped, and her kidnapper, a militia leader, forced her to marry him. Several years she lived with him. This life was a storm with a lot of violence. Rwanda gave birth to her 2 children in this marriage. She asked for a divorce many times, but he refused. When the civil war ended, her husband was arrested. Rwanda and her 2 children went to Italy, where she lives to this day. Sheikh Mohammed helped her to pay the lawyer's fees for her divorce, but he never allowed her to see Manal. Ruler of Dubai was always promising that they would meet soon. Rwanda repeated her attempts to see daughter, but Sheikh did nothing. Promises, a life passed, an entire life. One day Sheikh gave her a picture of Manal. The child was amazing. Poor mother was so happy, but later she realized that it was not her daughter, but one of his other children. In 2000, Rwanda arrived to Dubai. She begged the ex-husband to see her child. Sheikh asked her to wear beautiful clothes and gave a dress. There was a celebration of an Emirati air show attended by thousands of people. "Where is my daughter?" asked Rwanda. Sheikh replied, "She is inside. Try to get to know her. I want to see the mother's instinct." Rwanda searched her daughter for many hours among hundreds of women, but she couldn't find her. And on the second day she left Dubai. Then, she says, she was prevented from entering the Emirates. Do you know the reason for the ban? Because I am dangerous for security, me or his daughter, imagine. In 2005, Rwanda tried to enter the UAE secretly to attend Manal's wedding. But several days before trip, she was attacked by a man with a baseball bat. When she woke up in the hospital, Sheikh Mohammed was there and tried to support her. Rwanda was afraid of her ex-husband. She suspected that he did it, but he replied, "Are you crazy? You are from my family. I can never harm you." After that, Rwanda had to use the wheelchair for 4 years. In interview to the Sunday Times, she said, "If I were allowed to see my daughter, he would have compensated me for everything. All I want is to hold her in my arms again." But they never met since then. The last time Rwanda saw her daughter was when she was only 5-month-old baby. Today, Rwanda is 66 years old. Her daughter, Sheikh Manal, is 44. Manal is married Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed as his second wife. They have 5 children, 2 daughters and 3 sons. Manal tries to support women in the United Arab Emirates. She chairs the Dubai Women Establishment. It's a pity that in the days of her mother's youth, this organization didn't yet exist, and Rwanda had no one to help. Why do you think Sheikh Mohammed was so cruel to his ex-wife? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time!